Yo, what's going on everyone? It's TK and today we're looking at mass Valkyrie strategy, which is quite similar to the Root Rider spam, and see how strong this is. So let's dive in and see this video. Alright, first base we have this one. Now guys, don't mind those walls, okay? The base is maxed itself and maybe a few cannons here and there, but it's mainly focused on, I wanted to bring you different variety of bases, okay? I got box, I got this double invis, I got a ring, so I tried as much as I could, alright? Now this is the army. As you can see, we got mass Valkyries and same kind of amount with the super barbarians. Now they are to funnel the Valkyries and finish the back end. And on this attack, this is where we're gonna have a little queen on the town hall. We're gonna funnel her just like you do with some root rider attack. We're gonna go with the siege barracks on the opposite side, and here is where I can go with that little skelly donut to activate the invisibility tower. Now sometimes you can have the queen with that giant arrow, which you can activate this because you always have the queen kind of on the edge of the base in these attacks. So with the giant arrow and the healer puppet, you can easily combine them and activate those invisibility towers. Now we're going to go with the king and the valkyries with the druid to get into this space, and then we can jump to the core. But a few valkyries have other plans, so you can't really control what happens after that, but you can control the warden ability. So once you see the warden might not follow the main pack, go with that early ability. Now support the royal champion with barbarians, and everything else is just raging through the core and freeze for the back end. Simple as that. You just need to make sure you don't invest too much for your RC on here. I really wanted to invest the rage on the top side, but I was like, hold on, there is no Tesla farm, so I'm just gonna keep the rage. Now with the wall breakers, just make sure you open different walls that are very important. In here, this wall wasn't close enough to my queen, so she can use it. Don't just spam the wall breaker when you know you're gonna triple. For example, we got 4 heroes alive, guys, and this isn't like the root rider spam attack, which you can see the root riders open the walls for the heroes. No, everything happened with our first wall break and one jump, so there is no need for root riders in this army at all. This army itself can demolish the bases with only Valkyries and a decent jump spell. We got this based on. Let's move on to the next one and see what style that is. Next up, we got this very toxic base. Look at the core. How do you even send your Valkyries there? How do you get the Town Hall, which has an invisibility? And this is a diamond base. So I was gonna tell you, as I said, to bring you different styles. Now we're gonna have the Queen on the left, Skelly spell for her, and the Wallbreaker. I'm dropping a Wallbreaker for the Pekkas so they go in decently. And now I'm gonna funnel the Valkyries and then spam everything in with King and of course the Warden, Droid, and the Mini Warden with the Wallbreaker. This is where the Wallbreaker will actually pull the CC, so it's a good thing for you. You can deal with it easily with one poison spell. Just make sure you don't lose your queen in her ability, or for example, lose the Pekkas too early. Okay, you need to watch out. Now the jump will give us access to the entire base. I'm gonna make the queen invisible. Now we can just keep on raging and popping the warden ability again. So once you see the damage is a lot, go with that warden ability. Just support the RC as well. She's gonna be kind of alone in this army usually, as you saw, so make sure you support her with barbarian and free spells. Now I'm gonna go ahead with the early free so we can get the monolith out the way. So now once the invisibility tower goes off, it doesn't really matter that much. This was a full-on risky mode, but we were freezing the town hall, raging everything up. My queen is still alive with the healer puppet. As I told you, the healer puppet is a game changer rather than the, of course, frozen arrow, because it can keep your queen, and even if your queen dies, if you get lucky, your healers can switch to the RC or switch to your army. It's insane. But again, we got 4 heroes alive at the back end of the space. This is how powerful a true strategy is. But I mean, it says spam, so not really a strategic way to approach a base, but very easy strategy. On to the third attack, we got a ring base. Yes, another style, so I'm gonna show you how to take it down. Again, you wanna have the queen on one side and you wanna have the siege barracks on the other side, and you usually wanna dive into the CC because that's when you have your most power in the army, you know? So I'm gonna go with the siege barracks, and then don't forget to funnel the siege barracks itself, and then we're gonna have funnel for the queen as well. This is the same funnel that we're gonna use for our main army as well. Skelly spell, Valkyries a bit to the left and right so we can get everything done, and then you can go with the main group of the Valkyries. poison spell for the CC druids, mini warden, same things. Just don't forget to wall break your queen and wall break your Pekkas. This is the two things that I might forget to wall break the Pekkas in this attack actually on the left, but I remember to wall break the queen, and you can even funnel her so she can go in. And just make sure you use a few spells. Simple. You can use just one or two freezes for the queen, or a freeze and the invisibility, raging the core and the jump spell to give us access to the entire base. And this is the beauty of the Valkyries. Once you have this jump to the core, it's done. There's nothing the base can do except a very good spring traps like all over the town hall, so you lose all the Valkyries. I'm gonna make the queen invisible so she can get the right side. The RC still alive on the left side, even though we sent her to her death kind of. But the queen ability with the healers again, she's gonna be alive for longer and also tank the back end defenses. Wallbreaker, look how I'm dropping. I know I can triple the base, but I'm still dropping it in a way so we can use these wall breakers. Look how beautiful that is. So just think a few seconds for your wall breakers, okay? They can be important to speed your attack up, and again, 4 heroes alive. Now, as you know me, guys, I have to bring you an attack that it's not as crushing, okay? So it can show the weakness of the army as well, you know? It's not always going to be the perfect triples, you know? So we're going to funnel again the Pekkas and also the queen. Same things, but this time, look, this wallbreaker didn't die too much early that I wanted to, but still, there's a lot of early damage on the town hall. So we have to invest a lot of our army here, and there is a few spring traps, but look at the town hall walls. Nothing can reaches it. By the time we go around the back side of the town hall, we can take it out. So this is just the time wasting and the warden ability getting wasted on the outside, when the poison and the bomb can absolutely demolish the Valkyries. But we got the healing tome and the druid, so look how fast they are growing back the HP and moving through the base. They are literally full HP. It's like we didn't even pop the warden ability and we went through a town of poison. So raging the core again, that jump will give us access to a few things. I didn't wall break the queen, as I told you. I forgot it, so I'm wall breaking late, but the queen is already very low. So this is the only thing you need to watch out in the attack. Wall breaker for your queen when you're having her on the sides, and funnel her with 2 barbarians so she can go in for that same scatter shot that is going to be left for the back end. Now here, as you can see, our army died. So this is going to be a bit more tricky with the RC ability and the usage of the invisibility. Going with a few headhunters to clean up on this side, because the king will eventually die. And yeah, well, the phoenix could do a little bit of cleanup, but it will need some help. Champion, ongoing, and ongoing pop the ability, I think, after this wizard tower, but you need to make sure you make champion invisible just in time so the scatter shot doesn't crush her. Same goes with the hawk. So this is where I can see I'm going to make it invisible. Scatter shot switch to the hawk, so it's a very harder back end, of course, because the queen would have eventually got this entire side, but this attack came a bit more closer. But hopefully you guys like this army. Instead of root rider spam, you may be able to use this in your tournaments, maybe flex to your clanmates, who knows, use it in the wars and try it yourself. See you soon on the next one. Take care and peace.